Yes, I have sleepless nights. Last night was one of those nights. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. I tried to change the description, not sure if I was able to get that or not, but I wanted to share what was real and relevant. I know I had a topic planned before, but I thought, you know what? I'm not the only one that this happens to. So, in this live, I want to help you learn how to lean into those apparent sleepless nights and allow them to be the thing that transforms you at depth. And stick around because I have an amazing invitation for you that I want to invite you to. So, in the comment section or internally, share if there are those times when you just have difficulty sleeping, or like me, every once in a while I get woken up like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, just wide awake, with, things spinning. And, what's behind that? And what do we do about that? What is it an indicator? For so many people, they'll look at those nights and think, "Oh my God, what am I doing wrong? Why is this happening to me?" And they just want to go back to sleep. Right now, it becomes all about getting anxious about making sure that you get enough sleep. Well, here's the thing that I have come to understand and embrace about those nights. First of all, if you're watching this, you are deeply committed to your dream. You would not be attracted to this community if there wasn't something profound literally waking you up at night, right? Literally waking you up at night, that you have something so profound moving through you, and inviting you to discover about yourself that it's got to get your attention, right? But and that's you. That's why you're in this community. That's why you're doing this, because there's something profound moving through you. There's something waking you up, and it's trying to get your attention. And so it's waking you up in the middle of the night. Oftentimes people think that when you have trouble sleeping, it's because there's an issue. What I want to share with you is that it's not that there's an issue, it's that something is seeking to get your attention. So when you find yourself in one of those nights, in one of those moments, like I was last night, where 1 o'clock in the morning, just woof, wide awake. I was just wide awake. Um, and my system was not calming down to go back to sleep. I've learned how to embrace that in a way that it communicates and informs me in profound ways. And this is what I want to share with you. So if you should find yourself, and drop some comments in the comment section if you find yourself bumping up against those nights, those times when something wakes you up, something is seeking to grab your attention. One of the things that I have come to understand, and I want you to get, is that when you have a dream, it is bigger than anything you've ever known for yourself before. You don't know how to do it. Now, I know I've shared this with you on, lots of different occasions, that you don't know how to do your dream. Remember, the purpose of your dream is to grow you into an even more brilliant, magnificent version of yourself. And so, life, intelligence, divine intelligence, it's knocking at the door of your heart, asking you to entertain and actually step into something that who you are today doesn't know how to do. You don't have any proof that it's going to work. And so you've got this current life, which is humming along actually pretty well. And then you've got this dream life that's saying, come on up, come up to this. And now you've got that gap in between. So yes, Patrice, it must be in the air, right? So if you're committed to doing something that you don't know how to do, guess what? There's going to be a part of you that's going to doubt it. There's going to be a part of you that's going to be afraid. There's going to be a part of you that's going to want to try to talk you out of it. That's the part that oftentimes will wake you up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Mine just happened to wake me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. And Patrice, you know this, that we are in in a process in my company where we have started several new initiatives at the same time. I've made several pretty healthy investments and several new initiatives right here at the front end of the year, things that I've never done before that on the face of it can be rather daunting, can be kind of scary. And so when I woke up at 1 o'clock last night and, my heart was thumping and I had butterflies in my stomach as I was, as it came to mind as I was, coming out of a deep sleep, what I realized, and this is the thing that I want you to hear, what I realized is that the fact that you're anxious about something, it's something to be celebrated. It's actually something to honor and to, acknowledge because it means you're willing to live on the edge, that you're not settling for the status quo. You're not trying to protect your world, in a way where, nothing can penetrate it, just, keep it the same. But that in fact, you're entertaining something that actually triggered that part of you that gets scared. And so fear that wakes you up is actually good news. This is good news. And so when you wake up like I did at 1 o'clock in the morning and my whole system is going, it's like, wow, look at me go. I made a decision for something bigger than I've ever done before, something that's new to me, a couple different things that are new to me. And that old status quo part of me is reacting. And so when you wake up with that kind of energy, I encourage you rather than bemoan it, it's like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I can't get back to sleep. I'm never going to, I'm not going to be okay. I'm going to encourage you to actually celebrate it in that moment. It's like, wow, something really profound is trying to get my attention. And look at me go. Look at me decide for something so much bigger than anything I've ever known for myself before. So, number one, I want you to celebrate it. Then the second thing that I do is that for me, it's an opportunity to go into a deeper conversation with life force energy. And so I work with a mantra, and the mantra there's a couple mantras that I've been working with. And the one that I really worked with deeply last night was what you were thinking when you started your own business account. That's it. Put your name in there because I just have Facebook users. So give me the shoot me another comment and tell me who you are. But yes, and even at different stages, right? I've been in business for 10 years and it's been highly successful. And we're at a new stage where we're starting something new, and you make the investment and then it's like, oh my God, is this going to work? What do what in the world was I thinking? Who did I think I am? And it's in that moment that you celebrate it and then you own, good to see you, Shane. So glad that you're here. I just had a conversation with somebody from South Africa, literally right before I jumped on this call or this live. So you're celebrating it. And then I encourage you to see it as an invitation to go deep into a conversation with life force energy. Remember, the purpose of your dream is not to achieve. And so when you're starting a business, yes, they are, and it's late for you. It's like 9 o'clock where you are right now. So I'm glad that I get to finish your evening off for you. I hope you had a good day. It's life force energy asking you to discover more about yourself. And it's the invitation to crawl deeper into that relationship with this life force energy. So when you're awake, one of the things that I have found that is profoundly impactful is to make myself available. Make myself available to listen deeply, to hear what is it that this universal intelligence is wanting to communicate with me that it can't get me in the day. It can't get my attention in the day. And so I get really, really quiet and I begin, to focus on my breath and I work with a mantra. And one of the mantras that I've been working with lately is out of our Western culture text, the Bible, where it says, "Be still and know." Be still and know. Now, every tradition has a similar statement, But there's something so profound in that statement of be still. First, telling your nervous system to be still, really calming it down, bringing your focus to your breath, be still, and then know. And then my question is, what is it that this power wants me to know? What is it that you want me to know? And this is when that divine inspiration has an opportunity to drop in. And so for me last night, it was a very long conversation. I think I finally got to sleep around 4 o'clock this morning for a couple of hours. But in this deep conversation of really working with that mantra, be still and know, and then asking, what is it that you would have me know? And some of the things that dropped in for me, and the thing I'm going to encourage you to record what drops in for you. What drops in for you when you make yourself accessible to the voice of this life force energy, and it's trying to get your attention in the middle of the night, or the wee hours of the morning. The thing that came across for me was, I got your back. You got this. You know how to do this. And you're not doing it alone. I've got you. And to really allow yourself. So I'm sharing this with you for you to be able to take this as your own, to really allow yourself to feel how held you are, to feel how loved and supported you are, to really get. And the other thing that dropped in, and I share this with my folks all the time, and it's not just light and fluff stuff, but this is the stuff that I lean into as well, that this is not your dream. What I hear consistently is, this is not your dream. This is my dream and my life force energy wanting to express through me, through each one of you that are watching this, that this is the way love, life, fullness is wanting to express more. And it's not so much from your result, although that is a piece of it. And all of this is what was happening for me last night, as I'm in this mix of just a part of me was afraid. But the true me, the essence of me, was in this communication, in this conversation with this life force energy of really reinforcing and reconfirming and recommitting to the dream, the expansiveness that's seeking to express through me and my company. And the thing that I got, and this is what I'm sharing with you, is that it's not about the result, although that's an important piece of it. I mean, right now we're touching people in South Africa. That's an amazing result. But it's about who you become in the process. Your dream is the catalyst for your growth. Your service, your contribution is going to come from your growth. It's going to come from your transformation. And as you say yes to something that you've never known for yourself before, and you allow yourself to go deeper into this conversation, into this partnership, this sense of communion and companionship with the very power that created you, now it has access to you. And it has the ability to move and shift, like shape shift you into this even more amazing person who can actually have her life, have his life, and you bring an even more brilliant version of yourself to the people around you. These were the things that were landing for me last night. That as I have said yes to some pretty major initiatives over the last month. And we said yes last summer. Some of it worked, some of it did not. Now we're here again. It's like there was something so profound that landed for me. Again, deeper, right? I teach this stuff. Doesn't mean I've reached my pinnacle of that there's no place else for me to go, but that I continue my own journey. It's like, oh, this is what it is to deepen my awareness, deepen my relationship with this life force energy as I step into new territories. I step into territory that a part of me is not afraid. Then there was the recognition. And here's this last piece that I want you all to get. The recognition that not all of you is afraid. Not all of you is afraid. just a part of you, just the part of you that knows this life. And when you can understand and literally sequester that part of you and tap into that expansive part of you that's being led into a more expanded version of you and a more expanded version of your life, now watch number one, how your whole nervous system calms down and you're able to, literally fall asleep relaxed in the arms of love, and how now this power has access to you in amazing ways where now you're being you're willing to be led and guided and directed in powerful ways that then show up and are reflected in your life. All right, so what do you do with those sleepless nights? Number one, celebrate the fact that you are leaning into an edge that's so much bigger than anything that you've ever known before. Number two, see it as an opportunity for you to deepen your relationship with this life force energy, deeper into a conversation with life force energy, and work with the statement. The statement that I've been working with has been be still and know. And to ask, know what? What is it that you want me to know? And listen, I got my message. Listen to what your message is. And then number three, understand that it's not all of you. It's the part of you that does your current life really well. That part is not going to want to go forward. And to realize that there is a much bigger part at work. There's a part that is connected to the source that knows all things. And as you put your focus on that, watch what drops in and watch your ability to then act on what drops in. All right. So I'd love to hear your comments. Thank you, Shane, for sharing your comments in the comment section. What stood out for you? And I'd love for you, and Patrice, if you could put the link in for this, I'd love for you to join me this coming Thursday, 9 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock Mountain time. I should know this when Thursday. Yes, 9 o'clock Pacific time here in the US. 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. And Shane, you're going to have to do the translation for the time for you. I'm offering a free webinar where we're going to dig deep into the system of how to bring your dream to life, into that spiritual success system, how to take it from the realm of your imagination, even when you get woken up at 1 o'clock at night, and actually bring it into the facts of your life. It would be my honor to share that with you. So there's the link. I encourage you to register, and I would love to see you this coming Thursday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. Good. Yes, Shane, glad that it was helpful. Or, whoever else is on it. All I just see is Facebook user. All right. So I look forward to potentially seeing you on Thursday, where we can take a deeper dive into what I'm sharing with you here. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. Your dream is my passion. Mwah. God bless.